Hello, friend and Impact of Influence listeners. Matt Harris and Seton Tucker here to tell you about a new podcast we're involved with. It is The Wicked South. We'll be working with historian, storyteller, journalist Michael DeWitt on this podcast.
We will explore the dark history of the Murdoch legal dynasty in South Carolina, as well as fascinating criminal cases surrounding both sides of the law. And here's a short preview.
Every good story starts on a battlefield or starts with blood and death, and there's lots more to be had in this Murdoch family dynasty, that's for sure.
Pretty ironic considering how the first personal injury Murdoch died, right? Because he died getting hit by a train.
That is absolutely correct. And we're going to talk about that on a future episode real soon. And I've got a theory. I think I have solved the case. It's kind of a mysterious death. Lots of speculation, lots of rumor and gossip back then and among local historians today. But I think I may have solved the case. But as far as what led to him getting hit by a train. But we'll save that for a future episode.
Great tease.
I know. I can't wait to hear this. So I remember when this Gold Club was coming to Hilton Head, people were up in arms. Some people were in favor. It was big news in Hilton Head about this Gold Club. But they tried to kind of sell it as like this upscale, kind of maybe like more of like a cabaret type thing.
Not a strip club.
Not a strip club. They tried to make it seem more upscale.
Randolph Senior wanted to be a naval officer, and he had a health condition, and we'll talk more about that later, but he couldn't go to Annapolis, so he had to settle for another lucrative practice or another successful career, so he went into law. We don't know as much about him as we do about Buster Murdoch Jr. or Randolph III, but we can infer from the headlines and the newspaper articles he was very ambitious, and was fearless. He prosecuted former governors, bankers, sheriffs, preachers. If you were on the other side of the courtroom, it didn't matter who you were, he was going to do his best to put you behind bars.
You know, he knows how to work a room too, and that's something that the sense that I get about these Murdochs is they kind of know how to read a room, and that was something that they took advantage of.
You saw that with every generation, with Buster, with Randolph, with Alex. I was in the courtroom in Beaufort County when Paul was arraigned for felony boating under the influence, and Alex turned around and spoke to me like we were sitting in church. So just that friendly, hey, how you doing? They always know your name. It's all part of the Murdoch playbook, some Southern charm. And if you ran into a Murdoch, 9 times out of 10, they would shake your hand and they would know your name. There are murderers out there where they had the pleasure of being convicted by Randolph Jr. and Randolph III.
Well, and we're going to be talking about more of these murders down the road. We've got this is going to be great. The shocker of a story. It is all about the Charlotte Strangler, and this is a must-hear podcast. It is going to be our next episode. A wicked man was just passed through the 14th Circuit when he ran afoul of the law. An ill-advised show of mercy. 14th Circuit solicitor Randolph Murdoch III turned him loose, not knowing of his violent past in multiple states, and there will be a terrible outcome because of that. So keep an eye out for the Wicked South podcast coming soon.